This is part one of cutting cords with Archangel Michael. In this video, I'm going to share with you my connection to Archangel Michael, my history with him, tell you a little bit about the sword I made for cutting cords, and in the second part, I'll actually do the cord cutting. Growing up most of my life, I always prayed to Jesus, didn't know too much about Archangel Michael. And in 2014, at the age of 34, 1 year after losing my mom to cancer at the age of 33, I decided to exit this reality, and that's when Archangel Michael opened up a portal and, allowed my old man's higher self to start yelling at me to stop doing what I was about to do. Only reason why I'm still here. And about a year later, he returned, and this is where I got to see his full, detail. And I had an experience where I was just overtaken with so much Christ consciousness that I kind of just collapsed into my chair, into my legs, and just couldn't really move. It was unbelievable. Archangel Michael has saved my life more than once. Individual put poison in my drink, and I felt him neutralizing the energy as it was going in. And in 2020, I was like, after my divorce, going through a bit of a midlife crisis, I'm like, well, turning 40 and I don't have any tattoos. Might as well get some, angel wing tattoos to thank Archangel Michael for that day of saving my life, right? So I have a connection with Archangel Michael, and when I was working in a steel shop, I decided to make a sword out of steel. This used to be, shiny steel, right? You can see there's steel rings that make up the handle, right? And then there's the blade. And what I did is, because I was shown an image of Archangel Michael giving me this sword, right? So I was just guided to make this sword, and I brought it home, and then I covered it in resin and crystals, right? So this is the sword that I'll be using for the cord cutting with Archangel Michael. It's all decked out, it's covered in resin, and got some obsidian, selenite, and all throughout the resin and the sparkles is multiple crushed crystals, the powder mixed throughout the resin. There's black tourmaline, quartz, citrine, all these different things. Other side's got some tiger's eye and obsidian. Goes all the way down the blade, and then the handle's pretty cool part. Towards the bottom I got some funky some things there, but what am I hitting up there? Got some high vibe crystals on there, copper. What you can't really see throughout the rings on the handle is I have copper wire going throughout. And then someone I know gave me a bag full of wolf hair from their wolf, and so there's wolf hair weaved in between the cracks over the copper, and it's all covered in resin and quartz crystal, and the end's got a big selenite ball with some copper on it. And so this is the guy I'm going to use for the cutting cords with Archangel Michael. If you've made it this far and you're not hysterically laughing and you're crazy enough to think that this might actually work, then join me, because I know how powerful it's going to be. Over 62,000 followers on TikTok. Greatly appreciate the support. Love to see you over at YouTube at Saved by an Angel, Instagram at AshSam888. That's all I got. Smash the like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.